The head of the UN's mission in Syria, Ban Ki-moon, has reiterated his calls for the government and opposition groups to abide by the peace plan for the country. It comes as activists claim Syrian troops shelled the city of Rastan for 11 consecutive days. Sky's Hind Hassan reports.
Allahu Akbar.
The scenes and sounds are similar to those regularly witnessed in Homs. The city was once considered to be the main battleground between government forces and opposition groups. Reports now suggest the regime has shifted its attention north to Al Rastan. These government tanks are said to be heading towards the El Tarab neighbourhood. Sky News has no way of verifying the footage, but the voice behind the camera claims soldiers were opening fire.
Allahu Akbar, كتيبة شهداء الأتارب تقوم بالتصدي.
The fear is that the endless destruction will lead to a civil war. Some say Syria is already there. Both sides refuse to negotiate with each other. The regime blames the violence on foreign-infiltrated terrorists. On Thursday, despite international criticism, it pressed on with its first session of parliament. Activists say the March elections were neither free nor fair, and that Assad's troops are systematically wiping out those calling for a democratically elected government. Opposition to the ruling Ba'ath Party is made up of various factions, including elements of the country's Christian and Kurdish population. But the majority are Sunni Muslims, which is the largest religious denomination in Syria. Anger that they're being targeted has crossed the country's border into neighbouring Lebanon, where a Sunni cleric opposed to President Assad was killed by Lebanese soldiers at a checkpoint. A nervous Lebanese government, still coming to terms with its own history of civil war, is now struggling to contain Syria's political overspill. It has the task of appeasing Sunnis that sympathise with the uprising, whilst not upsetting the Syrian government.
We ask the God Almighty that this righteous revolution wins and this oppressive regime falls. Muslims have suffered not only in Syria, but in Lebanon and our other neighbours of Syria. We ask God that our brothers in Syria be liberated and pride is restored for them and for us.
Back across the border, the presence of UN observers has so far failed to end both the political stalemate and the violence. Without a solution, the threat of sectarian warfare increases, as does the possibility of greater regional instability. Hind Hassan, Sky News.